Hi, welcome to Sunflowers and Lemonade. I'm LaTanya Brooks. I am back. Listen, I hope you're having a great August. Time is flying by. It just seems like the summer is just speeding by. But listen, I came to you today to share something that I heard a little bit of this from someone, and I just wanted to expound on it because it kind of hit me as well. The topic is they don't hate you, they admire you. They don't hate you, they admire you. Have you ever walked into a room and felt like something just didn't like that? Some people just didn't like you. Maybe they don't celebrate you, they don't compliment you, they seem distant, they watch what you do, but they rarely encourage you. And you start thinking, what did I ever do to them? But what if they don't hate you? What if they admire you? Have you ever looked at it that way? I thought about this because sometimes we use the words haters gonna hate, or they hating on me, but I really don't remember a time that anybody has came to me and told me that they hated me for getting a master's degree or buying a home or buying a car. Nobody has came to me and just outright told me that they hate me. But I've never been one to be like, they hating on me. I've never been like that. I guess I never really jumped on board with that. But sometimes you do wonder why people treat you a certain way, and you're thinking, is it because of this? Is it because of that? And then there is people out there that says, you know, they hating on me, but they have a lifestyle that I'm not hating on you for that, because I don't want to do that. I don't want to be wilding out. I don't want to be doing all that stuff. So I'm not hating on any of that kind of stuff. But here's the deal. This is what it just kind of, my husband and I were talking about this one night, and what if we looked at it on a different standpoint? Because I heard this and it stuck with me. What if they admire you? Sometimes people don't know how to handle what they see in someone else. They see you confident, but they wish they had it. They see your joy, but they don't understand how you still have it after everything you've been through. They see you're growing, they see you're changing, they see that you're healing and that you're starting over and becoming more comfortable with who God created you to be. And instead of saying, I'm inspired by you, they may become distant. Instead of saying, I admire you, your strength, they may criticize you. Instead of saying, I'm happy for you, they may minimize your accomplishments. And sometimes what looks like hate is really comparison. And so, but here's the important part. You don't have to figure out why someone doesn't celebrate you. You don't have to chase them. You don't have to prove yourself to anybody. You don't have to shrink yourself so that you can feel comfortable around people. And you certainly don't have to become bitter, because someday, pretty much, you know, somebody else's inability to celebrate you does not mean you aren't worth celebrating. Boy, if you knew what it went through for me to get my master's degree, I was walking down the stage, across the stage, almost 8 months pregnant to get my diploma. That was accomplishment in itself. Being married and then having an older child and a new baby, that was rough. And so kudos to you that's making it happen. I'm not hating. And so sometimes people look at you or someone else and they feel like, I missed the opportunities to do the things that that person is doing. It's not necessarily hate. It's just sometimes they feel like, well, how did they do that with all those things going on in their life? How did they manage that with the stress or losing a spouse or just all the things that they've gone through? How did they still get where they are? And so, here's what we have to be careful of. Don't assume everybody who is quiet hates you. And don't assume everybody who admires you wants to be your friend. Discernment matters. So everybody doesn't need access to you. Just remember that. But everybody doesn't hate you. But everybody doesn't need access. Sometimes we create enemies in our own mind because we don't understand someone's behavior. So instead of asking, why don't they like me? Ask yourself, why am I concerned with whether they do? That's the real question. Because when you become secure in who you are, you stop needing everybody to validate you. And trust me, what I'm saying has been me. It has been me. I totally understand. What I'm telling you is not something I haven't gone through. And so stop chasing approval. So maybe you've spent too much time trying to get certain people to acknowledge you, trying to make them proud, trying to get them to see your heart, trying to make them understand your intentions, trying to make them finally say, I'm proud of you. But honey, sometimes you have to release that. You can't make somebody see your value, and you don't have to. Your worth wasn't established by their opinion of you. Your worth came from God. Galatians 1:10 reminds us, am I now trying to win the approval of human beings or of God? That's something to sit with. I want you to think about that, because sometimes we're exhausted, not because we're doing too much, but because we're trying to be enough for people who were never assigned to us in the beginning. All right? Your assignment is not to be liked. Just remember that. Your assignment is not to be liked. We were not created to be liked by everybody. You were created to be who God called you to be. And sometimes that means walking into rooms where people don't understand you. Sometimes it means outgrowing relationships. And sometimes it means people misunderstand you and your confidence as arrogance. My husband and I were talking about that. A lot of times my husband is misunderstood for just the knowledge that he has for mechanics, for just different things, and the quality he requires. He does landscape, and the things that he requires to keep his yard intact, the things that he does, he wants the best of the best. And that's what helps him accomplish what he needs to do. He's not doing it for a show. He's not trying to be the best man on campus, whatever you want to call it. But sometimes he gets the people assume that he's arrogant. He's not arrogant at all. He's just a big old teddy bear who just wants the best when he's doing his best. And so we were talking about that. And so sometimes you're going to be misunderstood. Your peace is important to you. So keep growing, keep healing, keep loving, keep laughing, keep creating, and keep becoming. When I first lost my husband and I started to feel better, I started to feel like I was being released from the heavier part of the grief, I was afraid to laugh because I was afraid people would think, why is she happy? Her husband passed away. But there has to be a joy that you have to find within yourself to find joy in just waking up being alive. Find joy in your children. Finding joy in gardening and playing music. Whatever you find joy in, that makes you happy. It's okay. It's okay to feel good. It's okay to be happy. And it's okay to know that tomorrow that grief might show up again out of nowhere. 5-10 years later, that grief might pop out of nowhere. You're like, what is this? What is going on? But keep on moving, and don't spend your life looking over your shoulder trying to figure out who's watching. A word for you. If someone admires you but doesn't know how to express, that's their journey. If someone's intimidated by your growth, that's their journey. If someone compares themselves to you, that's their journey. Sometimes you don't even know. I'm like, I'm not in the competition. I didn't even know I was in it. So, you don't need everybody to like you again. You need to be at peace with who you are. So stop chasing people who won't celebrate you. I want to share this. I ran into someone who I felt like we have somewhat of a relationship. And when I seen this person, I was all, hey, how are you doing? Whatever, whatever. And this person just walked right past me, because at that moment, the attention that was needed was not from me. It was from other people that this person needed the attention from. And it left me feeling some kind of way. I was kind of hurt about it. But when you are looking for validation, that's what happens. Someone who cares a lot for you and even has called, even has checked in, you will push them aside to feel validated by the top people or whoever you want to, the leaders or whoever you think is the cup of tea for you at that time. You will push aside someone who is loyal to you and still chase after someone who could care less about the validity of you or who you are. So just those kind of things, I noticed those things. It makes you feel some kind of way, but a lot of times people are just looking at you and they're saying, I wish I could be that confident. I wish I could start over and do the things that person's doing. I wish I could heal like that. They may never say it, but they watch and they admire you. It's not always hating me. They're hating me. I got a new car. Oh, they hating on me. Did they come and tell you that? Because I know nobody has ever just came and told me they hate. Oh, I hate because you got that car. Nobody's ever told me that. So, I mean, if anything, I work hard. We all work hard for whatever it is that we're trying to get. And maybe someone's saying, man, I wish I could get that. And, oh man, my time's coming. But as far as the hating part, I'm trying to just to share with you that people do admire you. Don't feel like everybody's hating you. There are people, there's probably more people admiring you than there are hating you, than you would even know. So just don't assume. Some people don't hate you. They admire you from a place. They haven't learned how to articulate it to you. They haven't been able to tell you. And either way, keep striving, keep shining. All right? Just keep doing what you're doing. Listen, but wait. Do you really know they're hating? Let me challenge you with something. Do you actually know they hate you? Or is that the story you've created because you're doing well? Sometimes we say they hate on me because I'm doing better. They don't like me because I'm blessed. They're jealous because I'm moving forward. But how do we know? Did they actually tell you they hate you? Just like I said before. But they say they're jealous. Did they say they're jealous? Or are we interpreting silence, their distance, or their lack of support as hate? Because sometimes if we're honest, calling it hate can make us feel good about ourselves. And it can make us feel important. It can make us feel like they might be bothered because I'm doing something good. But what if they're not? They're not even thinking about us at all. That's a hard question, but it's a necessary one. Because we don't want to become so focused on who supposedly hates us that we start making up enemies that we don't even have. maybe they're busy, maybe they're going through something themselves, and maybe they don't know how to celebrate people. And maybe you're simply grown apart from that, and maybe they really are jealous, or maybe they're just living their life. We don't always know. And that's why we have to be careful about assigning motives to people. Because if we keep telling ourselves, everybody is hating on me because I'm doing so well, we can accidentally create a world where we're always the victim and everybody else is the villain. All right? And that's not healing, that's not peace, that's not growth. So twist it up a little bit and say, you know what, maybe what I'm doing is helping someone else. Maybe someone actually admires you. I don't know what they think about me, and I'm okay with that. Don't worry so much about what people think. You don't need their jealousy to prove you're blessed. You don't need their rejection to prove that you are capable or that you're special. And you don't need their admiration to prove that you're worthy of where you're at, that you worked hard. You can simply live your life. All right? Do well. Keep being blessed. God blesses anyone who He wants to bless. Anyone. Some of us got to put in more work for what we desire in life, but He's here to bless anyone. Walk in your purpose. Continue to heal. And let people feel whatever they're going to feel. Because your peace shouldn't depend on whether somebody else is watching you or admiring you or not. All right? Everybody, have a good day. I hope this was helpful to you. Let's just stop assuming people have hate for you and stop chasing their approval and become secure enough to let people simply be. All right? I'm LaTanya Brooks, and this is Sunflowers and Lemonade. You guys have a blessed week. Remember, I love you, but God loves you more. Be blessed.